What up, everyone? What up? Welcome back to another sensational Saturday. Of course, you guys know I do this every Saturday now, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Saturday, I always have a guest here that I always interview. So welcome to the podcast. And of course, while you guys are here, don't forget to like. And even on the playback, don't forget to like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. If you like what's going on, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell while you're here. And of course, also if you want to support the platform, you can always hit up with the super chats and you can also send out the Cash app. So let's go ahead and get into this. Without any further ado, I want to introduce my guest for today. So the brother here that I have, he's been to Jamaica. Give it up, Jamaica. And of course he told me that his family from Jamaica as well. So give it up to Jamaica. He's also been to Puerto Rico. And of course he's been to our favorite Colombia. So within Colombia, he visited a couple of cities, just to name a few. He's been to Santa Marta as well as Cartagena. But also, if we go start looking at them domestically, he's been to over about 20 different cities in the United States. Let me drop a bomb on that. There we go. So I want to introduce you to my good buddy here, Nate in your state. What up, man?
What's going on?
Man, thanks for having you here on the show, man. Definitely appreciate your time for joining in.
Thanks for having me, man.
So I've been checking out a lot of your content, and I kind of enjoy it because I noticed that you were just in Cartagena. So I'm like, yo, let me get you on the show, to at least get your input of everything that you experience and so forth, and that's what I want to at least get out there to everybody, because I like a lot of YouTubers that are out there trying to do their thing and trying to show their side or their perspective of traveling. So. Right. So I definitely appreciate your content that you have, but I got a couple of questions for you, so what got you into, what got you into traveling first?
All right. So I actually do come from a family of travelers, right? My mom's been pretty much a lot of places. She's been to Peru, of course, Jamaica as well. She's been to Germany. A lot of good places that I can think of off the top of my head. I have two other brothers too. One of my brothers, he went to Israel a couple of times, and my oldest brother, he's been traveling too. He's been to France. I went with him to Italy as well. That was a dope trip. He's been to the Philippines. He was telling me that was nice, and I said, "Oh snap, yeah, Southeast Asia. I'm definitely gonna have to check out." But I noticed that my family has done their thing, right? But most of the times, when I was going on trips, it's usually with the families. I have not done a solo trip internationally. Most of my trips that I've done solo were mainly domestic. And that's what pretty much started Nate in your state, where I was going to various states. I'm like, all right, cool. Since I just want to get the feel of traveling, let me start off locally. And for me, it was mainly about doing food and doing my reviews on food. And what prompted me to actually go check out now, like I would just say out the blue, Colombia, right? Solo, right? It was actually my cousin. Shout outs to Umbrella Records. Shout out to y'all. It's my cousin. I seen that he had pictures from DR, right? And he was enjoying himself, right? He was chilling. And then I seen Colombia pictures too, and he was chilling too. And I'm like, yo, cuz, right? I'm like, yo, I want to join you on the trips too. Like, what's good? Like, you having all this fun? And I'm like, yo, dang, I want to actually do this.
You was sitting here like,
how dare you?
How you gonna do that part too? You know what I mean? How you gonna do?
Oh snap! Yo, we frozen.
What's going on? There we go.
Cool. There we go.
So what happened after that?
All right. So, after that, I was contacting. Said, yo, I'm thinking about, because I had to call him and said, yo, man, these trips look kind of amazing, man. Like, I want to join you. Like, We had like a little conversation. He's like, "How's your Spanish?" I said, "Spanish is okay, like a little. I know a little something." I'm like, "Well, how's yours?" And he just started busting out the Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, because he's from Florida too. We know that Florida definitely has a large Latin American community over there.
Of course.
So a lot of them there, especially in New York as well, but a lot more in Florida, especially in Miami. So he was just busting out the Spanish. I'm like, yo, dang, man. I mean, I've always admired my cousin. You know what I'm saying? My older cousin, I always admired him. And I said, dang, man, my cousin, like, he's nice with it. Of course, he's been to Puerto Rico too, and I went to Puerto Rico because of him. But that was also it was a family trip. But then he was busting out. I said, "Yo, like from what I gotta say, I gotta step my game up with the Spanish." And I've been self-teaching when it comes to like the Spanish.
Okay, cool. Hey, hold on before we move forward. I want to say what up to AGE for checking in, as well as Jay Clyde. So you guys check them out, as well as Marshall Power. Let's give it up and drop a bomb.
Yo, what up, Marshall?
Yep, says up, brother. Appreciate the good vibes. Hey, appreciate you coming through. Appreciate that. So yeah, man. So after that, so how many total years have you been traveling internationally now since you had a chance to start moving around?
Internationally, right? Total years, solo or with everybody else?
You know what? You can do it with everybody. It doesn't matter.
I mean, with everybody, I can be like my whole life, because every now and then we go, and then the family trips. Solo, I actually started this year.
Okay, cool.
So it started this year, and I'm liking it so far. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. 100% loving it. It's like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I do this? But I'm sure we'll definitely get to that. But I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? It's different from America. It is so different. You know what I'm saying? Very different.
Yeah, don't you feel like more at peace whenever you travel alone?
100%. So one of the main reasons when I first started my first trip was actually what was going on here in America. I'm the type of person that tries to shy away, like try not to get too political, because I know I get very passionate when it comes to politics. There's a lot of things what happened like since the beginning of the year and the pandemic that I don't really quite agree with. Not going to get too into it, but there came to a point where I had like a very, very passionate discourse with some of my best friends, and then I was really upset. Like when I was really upset, and then I was looking at the news, and news gets you upset too, and I was just upset with a lot of things in the States. I'm like, yo, this is what we arguing about for real, and there was one point I was like, I'm kind of upset. I see that a lot of it is nonsense. I don't want to be here at the moment. And at that point, I've already booked my ticket to Cartagena. Like for real. Because if I needed like a motivated moment, right there was that moment. I said, all right, cool, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I told my people's last minute, I said, yeah, I'm gonna be over here. I said, yeah, it's on time, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just out. You watch certain things and take care of certain things for me while I'm out. Yeah, and, I mean, some of my people is cool with it with the last minute changes, but as of going on, everything's been cool on my end. And with some of my friends, everything's been cool. I said, no worries. And by that time, when we was hashing things out and hugging it out, I was already on my way to the airport. So yo, bro, no worries. We'll talk about it like when we get back or so. Just hopped on that plane and I was out.
And I bet after that you was at peace. Just I
really was at peace.
Feeling good. Well, I guess my question also, since you did that international trip, since you have a good amount of time of you traveling, out of all the places that you've been to, what is probably one of the most interesting places you've been to mentally that you could say, besides Colombia or so?
Without Colombia, the most interesting place.
Yeah, country or city or whatever you could think off the top of your head. If not,
most interesting. I would say city-wise, interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm a foodie, right? There's categories with this. For me, I like Chicago for the mere fact that I love the food.
Yep. What up?
I know my brother. I know there's like a lot of discourse with New York pizza and Chicago pizza. But
all the time.
But I can just squash the beef and say that they're completely different, and everything is their own type of cuisine. Chicago pizza is different than New York pizza. When I went over there, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt, I'll be loyal to New York pizza, but I can give up New York hot dogs. Chicago got the best hot dogs I've ever had. And even though I had Colombian hot dogs, and I still rank Chicago, Colombia, New York.
Yeah, so there's a reason why we're fat in Chicago. There's a lot of fat people. It's because of our food, you know. And plus, we hibernate. We got these long winter months, so it's like, yo, we got some good, horrible ass food that tastes good, and then also we're stuck in the house. So it's like, that's the way. That's one thing I can always say about my city that I love, is the fact that we got some good food. We have a lot of different cuisines, but you know, for all you guys that know me well in the WhatsApp groups and everything, you know, I'll be trolling. Don't mind me. Whenever I start talking crap about New York pizza, I'll just be trolling just to mess with you guys. So I got nothing better to do. But you know, I respect both pizzas. But we of course we all know which pizza is number one, which is, you know, Chicago pizza. I'm gonna leave it at
that. I'll let that slide for now.
There you go, all good, man. So yeah, thanks for big up my city, man. But yeah, so go back to Cartagena. So basically, that one trip that you took, that was your first trip, the one that you took a couple of weeks ago, correct?
That was the beginning of the year, actually. The Cartagena, the one I seen, that was the beginning of the year, and this is why I chose Cartagena first, and the plan that was supposed to go in towards that. So my cousin, once again, I said, hey, I got a ticket. Let's hit it up. My cousin was supposed to join me, but he definitely got busy last minute. It's like, I understand. We as men, we gotta do our thing. You know what I'm saying? So we can make our travel life like really 100% good for us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us want to expat. A lot of us like just want to travel the world, but a lot of us do have some responsibilities, and I kind of understood that. So at that point, was not. Me being a soul traveler, hearing what I'm hearing about Colombia, at the point I'm checking YouTube, trying to do background research, and you know, I'm saying like, I probably should try Medellin. Let me see what Medellin's about. I hear everybody going to Medellin. Let's see. And at that time, from what I've seen from other YouTubers, there was like a lot of, you know, news reports that said, oh yeah, there's you know, gringo got shot or a gringo got robbed, like something happened with a tourist. So all out of that, for me, as a new person going into it, is like, it was very discouraging. I'm like, I don't know if I want to make that my first time. My Spanish wasn't the strongest at that time. It's still It's improving. Like, my Spanish is improving. Like, delivery guy here in the block was like asking me for direction. I understood. I was like, oh snap, my Spanish is getting nice. I can understand this guy. But let me continue. At that time, I wasn't too sure that I don't want to go to Medellin because I'm hearing all this happening to the guys, and me not being experienced enough. Like, I think I'm just throwing myself out there just to be attacked. So I said, all right, cool. Cartagena here is a touristic city. Okay, let me try Cartagena, but I still don't know anybody. So at the time, when the shorty that you see in my videos, she actually is helping me get around and pretty much negotiate on my behalf. I'm like, all right, cool. If my cousin,
did you meet her beforehand, before you got to Cartagena, or did you meet her when you got there?
Before.
Oh, cool.
Before.
Cool.
So we'll chatting it up online. We was making the arrangements. I said, all right, we're gonna meet up over here, and you know, this game plan. I'm trying to see certain things. There's certain things, like I wrote out a list, certain things I want to see, and she's very familiar with Colombia, but she also hasn't been to Cartagena, but she understands enough. So I said, all right, cool. This is actually going to work out pretty well. Let's pair this up. Let's go ahead. And then when we went out there, things was going smoothly. For what you see in most of my videos, I was kind of feeling myself. Of course, I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, and especially like I'm looking at my videos and I say, yo, dang, why do I have my jewelry, like my necklace out there? But it's more of like an insignia for me to like. It's like God's going to protect me, because it's you know, it's a cross and it got a message in the back, like Joshua 1:9. I keep that close to me, so I was keeping that close to me. But then I'm looking at it, I said that was kind of too open. And I'm guessing that's the reason why I'm probably getting hit up more than none. But that's what really got me going into Cartagena. I said, all right, cool, Cartagena, touristic place. So I'm going to see
Yeah,
other
it is.
people too. So I'm going to
Yeah,
feel comfortable right there. And I don't see much of like, I don't see much news. I don't hear much going on in terms of like gringos attacked or whatever. Not to say that it doesn't happen or so, but I didn't hear that coming out. And
yeah,
because I didn't hear so much negative news, and I already knew what people were saying about Cali, I said I can't go to Cali because I feel that's hard mode. You know what I'm saying? Medellin. I
yeah,
said because if I'm thinking, I think things in like a gaming video game sense. So if I was to rank myself in terms of difficulty, easy to the most extreme, let me go to whatever I think is the easiest mode. So I felt
yeah,
Cartagena was easy mode because I said, okay,
yeah.
you got some of the people that speak English over there, and very touristic, very food wise. I said, all right, let me give this a shot. First step into Cartagena, that's how it was.
Yeah, and I definitely say like Cartagena is usually one of the first places that people usually go to when they go to Colombia because of the fact that that's like the tourist. That's like going to Punta Cana in Dominican Republic or Cancun or Mexico. So of course they will take care of the tourists over there. You definitely will not have any issues. But at this
Hmm.
point, do you think about going to any other city now since you already conquered Cartagena?
I've been to about 5 other places in Colombia too. That
Oh, nice.
now that now kind of changed my whole view of the country and made me find a brand new love for Colombia. So other places that I'm gonna definitely that I didn't get to touch. I want to try Bogota. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I,
Oh
I
man.
hear
Bogota.
I hear I hear mixed reviews, even from people over there. I hear mixed reviews. So I'm gonna see it anyway. This is Nate in your state. Let me go to that. Let me go to that area anyway. I'm gonna go check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
go ahead. Check it out. You have a good time. I can tell you for me, like I've been there and at least about 4 times. And oh man, bring us weather. If you used to warm weather, bring us weather or something or hoodie because it'd be chilly out there, man.
oh
That's the
yeah,
only thing about it. Yeah, man. It got that mountain cold. It's not that like winter cold is like that mountain cold that you have, and I don't even know how they even able to move around or do their things out there because the funny thing is most hotels and places don't even have a heater. So you sitting out there like, yo, freezing your ass off, and you like, yo, man, can I get some heat or something? So that's what you're dealing with out there, in Cartagena. I mean, in Bogota, But hold on a
Bogota.
second. Let me say what up to Pablo Fresco Bar up in the building.
What up,
Passport.
Pablo?
What up, man? Hey, man. Hey, if you want to come on through, when you're down in Medellin, let me know what's up. Want to join in? Probably do something on Friday or something since you be there, because I'm going to be out there in the next couple of weeks back to Medellin. So, I don't know if you still be out there. So and also, gotta say, Marshall talking about Pablo Festival. Hey, what up, the lonely banter? What's going on with you? So so I'm sorry. So we'll get back on the subject and everything. So you're talking about you think about going to Bogota. How soon you think you might do that? Make that trip?
I'm not too sure because at the moment I'm thinking about going back to Medellin. I'm thinking about doing my whole routes of trips that I've done back in April when I did like several trips. I don't want to reveal too much because then on my channel I'm going to show some places that I've been. But let's say Valle de Cauca, I was up in there. Um, the state of Quindio, I was up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The state of Caldas, I was up in there, and of course, the state of Antioquia, I was in there too. So I'm like, all right, cool, Nate in your state. Let me try out these states. There's definitely other states I'm gonna go hit up. I mean, you already know I've been to Boulevard. I'm trying to see like Atlantico and all of that. So I do appreciate more that like when I went back, I said I appreciated it a lot more than I did the first time. The first time it was great because it was a whole segment of just me unwinding and not dealing with like New York, New York or United States issues, right? And you go somewhere else, and then sometimes when you communicate with other people, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like people listen. You know what I'm saying? They listen to you, and that's what I noticed that people are very curious over there too. So it's like you can like talk and there's like no judgment. So that's why I kind of felt, this is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling this. I'm really feeling this vibe over here.
Yeah, yeah, and that's one thing I love about it. You know, the vibe, and not only people are curious, but very nice. You know, they don't mind just topping it up with you. You could talk to anybody off the street. You know, what I mean, and you ain't got no problems. And then even after you get done talking to them, you ain't got to worry about someone asking you for money. So that's one of the big facts, you know, that I love about Medellin and so forth. So, but I know that with your channel, how long have you had your channel for?
So I've had my channel for like a little over, I guess, 3 or 4 years, right? And even before that, I had another channel when I was just doing side projects. I still have that channel to this day. So I think that's well over 8 years. I was doing side projects. So I always had a passion for like videography and photography. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it, I did go to school for some of it, and then everything else is self-taught. So I've already had it in my head that I was going to probably do my own segment. I didn't think as far as that this is what Nate New State would probably be, because I said, okay, my thing when it comes to the channels, right, is I like information, right? And I'm pretty sure somebody else wants like the same type of information that I need. So you have most of these food channels that will go and show you some luscious food, and sometimes they don't even tell you where to get it. So I'm like, I'm upset. You're going to tease a brother like that. You're going to give them like whatever, some nice cuisine, and you're not going to tell them where to get it, or if so, it's out of my reach. I'm going to go find it. Nate in your state. I'm going to go look for whatever this thing is. And my thing is, okay, since I'm upset that some people do certain things, this is how I'm going to do it. All right, guys, let me show you how to get to this place. Cool. And I go to whatever food restaurant that I'm going, and then if I don't put in the video, I put in the description, this is how you get to there. Same thing with my videos in Colombia now. I noticed that I say, hey, I still like food. I still can't get rid of my food essence, but my friends was like, look, you should actually do more travel, and just because then you incorporate food at the same time. I said, you know what? Because then you can still do the same information that you want. So that's kind of cool. And I definitely used that when I made my episode going to Casa and El Agua. I said, all right, this is, if you remember that video, I said, okay, look, it's right across over there from Clock Tower. Here's the pictures, and then directions, the company who you need to meet up with. So I've been more about that informational type of travel type of guy. So I like that, because I know if it was me, I would want that information. I'm like, you can't go to all these fine places and not tell me how to get there. All right, so if that's how you want to do and want to hide the information, I'll go out there and give the other people the information. That's me.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same way how my channel kind of evolved from as well, because it was more so like a vlog, type of channel, just showing places I've been to. Then next thing you know, it started turning into more of an information type of channel, if you guys see, and then it started becoming to be more of a telling the news information type of channel. So that's kind of how my channel has evolved. So I totally understand what you mean. All I gotta say, what up to Nabi, man, reluctant Nabi, thanks for joining in. For being here, and then also Marshall saying that he's hearing echo from your end. I don't know, I'm not hearing the echo, but I guess Mr. Life he's also saying it as well. The only thing is I don't even hear the echo, but I may want to check your mic or so just in case, because it's interesting. I don't hear it. Let me make sure. Check out this end too. Hold on a second here. Yeah, say a couple of things.
Is there still an echo or no? You still hear the echo or no?
Yeah, say a couple of things. I don't hear it, but I think it may have left. Sorry, guys, for the inconvenience of the echo. I don't hear it. I've just checked the other live that I got going on over here in the background, so I could check on what's going on with the audio. But I guess if you guys let us know if you guys keep hearing more echoes or whatever, so we could try to deal with that, take care of that, But so with you being in Cartagena, and I was going through some of your videos on your channel, and you said that you ran into an issue getting into Cartagena.
So here's a funny thing, right? Oh my gosh, man. All right, so this was like right after. Now I'm starting to, like, I discovered your channel. I was starting getting information. I said, oh man, I wish I was put on it. So I thought I'm the type of person that really likes to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no surprises, so I try to be real calculated with everything that I do. I'm reading. It's at the time that I was heading out to Colombia. I'm checking travel.gov, travelstate.gov, see what they say. And I'm checking Colombia's own tourism website to see what they're saying about it. And from what I was seeing, I said that's when I made the first guide, my guide to Colombia. I said, all right, cool. This is what I'm seeing over here. I'm sharing that information with the people. I said, all right, cool. So, all right, they said that you need to download Corona app, which I didn't really need. And
Yeah,
and at the time, Colombia was just now transitioning between either you needed a PCR test or you didn't. At the time when I booked everything, like I booked it like
Mhm.
before everything started to get like heavily regulated. So when I booked it, there's no issue. Spirit's like, nah, no issue. All right, get there. They said, all right, you should be good to go. You might get quarantined, but I don't think you should be a problem.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. I didn't record that, but that's what they're saying. There might be an issue, but we don't know. You should be fine. All right, cool. So me in the head, I said, all right, there might be an issue. Means I'm going to record. Boom. That's why the first video arriving to Cartagena, that started I had that hidden and put that up, and I had to record just in case if something goes down, I have it documented, right?
Mhm.
So I'll go up in there, and the guy calls me up. He said, "Okay, yeah, do you have your COVID test?" I said, I had to pause. Say, okay, so this is where things is about to go down. Let's
Yeah.
see. You know what I'm saying? Am I going back home? Or exactly. Like, exclamation mark and all that. I'm like, okay, all right. So am I going back home? Or what's going to happen over here? So I think one of the brothers over there, he was probably trying to find something. Shout outs for him to let me stay in anyway. But he was like, I guess he was looking for some advisements at TSA, and he was like, okay, well, I guess you're going to have to quarantine for 14 days because they just switched it the second I landed.
Yeah.
Rules just had been changed.
And,
And I was
and the
talking
thing
to
about it with them is that the sad thing is like as soon as they put those into effect, all those new rules or those decrees, it's like instantly. But then everybody's confused at immigration at that
right,
first week of like what's going
right.
on and so forth, and it becomes to be a crazy ordeal. But
So
sorry, go ahead.
right, so that's when the guy was like, he wasn't sure himself, so he just like, all right, well, 14 days. I said, I don't think it's going to be that bad because I just already got messages that, I don't need a quarantine. But even though he says 14 days, I mean, it ain't going to be that long. It's like, if I'm going to be here for like long term, like more than a week, then yeah. And other than that, I should be okay. So after I did because originally my trip was going to be like a couple of days just to fill it out. And then when I try to go back into TSA, they seen it. I seen it. It's like, yeah, you can't leave. I was like, oh, words? I'm like, I'm only prepared. I'm here like, yo, I'm only prepared for like this amount of time. Like, how you gonna tell me that I can't even leave? Where you gonna put me?
How
So
dare
yeah,
you?
you can't exactly. So it's like, yeah, you can't leave. So I'm like, all right. So it was at that moment my true adventure began right there. At one point, that was I had a clutch because Shorty was with me translating, and I said, all right, cool. Everything I already had coordinated. Because now when I was doing things off the fly, I said, oh, the real adventure begins today. Because now I got to stay here for I don't know how much longer until I can get a test or so. So I said, all right, the true test begins today. And I was just, because I was so nervous, I didn't do much recording. Right,
Mhm.
because now the panic kicked in. Because like I said earlier, I like to be the person that's calculated. So the panic kicked in. I wasn't even thinking about recording, and I just was like, okay, I just need to just get some things together. Because one, I land there, which is why I'm going to do another video of what you really need. Because
Oh
this
yeah.
this next video that I feel is going to be longer than everything else. What you really need, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's different between each, like depending on which immigration office you go through or location or so. Because like Cartagena, they're the most strict out of all immigration
Yeah,
locations.
bro,
Yeah,
like you kidding me? I felt it, bro. There
yeah,
wasn't like,
yeah.
and
My
one
boy,
of the guys.
my boy, no excuse. He actually they sent him back. Like when we first started opening up Colombia, they sent him back because his test was like off by a little bit, couple of hours. So they don't play. But
They don't play. They don't play. This is like I was scared. I was like, all right, so I'm trapped in Colombia. All right, so let's figure this out because I just spent a lot of money like doing a lot of weekend millionaire stuff. Like, yeah, let's hang out. Even though I have things calculated. Once again, I'm a foodie. So I was eating a lot. I was eating a ton of food too, and like of course I have someone else with me, feeding a lot, like a lot of food. So that's one thing I recognize too. In Colombia, Cartagena, that being a tourist zone, your pocket's gonna be. Even though things are still like your dollar's still strong over there, you're blowing a lot of money over there if you're not really careful. So I wasn't really too careful. I had a little bit of money left. And I was being like real frugal at that point. I was like, all right, cool. I got to figure out because I got to be here for like X amount of days, and let's figure things out. Cool. I pulled out my phone. I still had no data because I was relying on internet. Just a heads up, y'all. The airport at Cartagena, they don't got no internet. So just make sure you got your things together before you head out there. Because when I went over there, the only time I was able to get some type of service, I had to hide in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Because at this time, I was doing sweeps, I was leaving people out. So I said, I went into the bathroom, and I was in the corner of the wall with one of my phones like this. I said, get something. Because my roaming was still there, but it wasn't as good as if I had like a SIM or anything. I didn't think about SIMs and all of that. So I had something. I was able to snag net from somewhere, booked the Uber, and I didn't know where to go. It's like, I tried like from their point of say, let's go to this place, this mall. You know what I'm saying? And then at the taxi, I tried to communicate. Like I was able to communicate. I said like my Spanish was bad. I said necesito go cafe. At that point, it was just terrible. Like, and then he was able to understand that. Okay, you need to go to like a cafe. Say, okay, I said no puedo salir. I can't leave. And he was like, oh man, like sympathizing with me a bit, but it's still cool. Shout out to that brother, that Uber driver, or whatever his name is. I forgot his name. But so then.
What phone service are you using? So good because for me, I have like international plan with T-Mobile, so usually it's pretty good. However, lately since I know that Colombia been doing a lot of changes to their network, and at times it's been like I lose my connection or so out there. So are you using like an international plan with your cell phone?
So I had an international plan with Spirit. I mean, not Spirit, with Sprint. But it wasn't even working properly at that time, which is why I feel that the better route moving forward is to either get a mobile, like an international mobile hotspot, or a SIM from the country. That's my two primary things, because anything could happen. I just happened to get lucky that the roaming actually kicked through, and I was able to connect to somewhere in the corner of the bathroom. I'm like, cool, let's get this cracking. Let's find something. Let's get out of there.
So actually, we got some videos from your travel being out there. I want to showcase some of this stuff. If you don't mind, right now, if I share.
Let's get it.
All right, cool. Hold on, let's bring it over. Let's bring it over here. And let's share here. Of course, you got your page up right here. Everybody could come on, share.
Yeah, be careful. If you have my page up, be careful with like some of the trailers and all that. I don't want your channel to get hit. Like, hey, you got some copyrighted music, so make sure you play that. If you play the ones that have music on it, just make sure you mute that. But the other ones where I'm talking, you're good to go.
Yeah, I think that StreamYard is having some issues right now. I'm actually my browser just stopped responding as I'm trying to share my screen. So I'm gonna give it a minute here. Nonetheless, we'll probably take a look at it a bit later or so. But so after all of that ordeal, how were you able to obtain an actual COVID test prior to them allowing you out, or did they just let you leave after you finished out your days?
You needed. They were pretty much stone cold hardcore with it. Like, nah, you either need a test or you have to stay there. The first round of the trip, I would not have no problem spending 14 days. because I do work remotely, but the only thing I had was like my pretty much my work phone, and I need net for that too. So I didn't have like a laptop to really do really like legit work. So I said, okay, I really need to leave. I should have, because the reason why I didn't bring most of like my equipment, most of my stuff, is for the mere fact that, okay, I hear stories about Colombia. I don't know what's going to happen to me when I go over there. Let me leave some stuff home, and then, you know, I'll just go for a couple of days and then head on out. You know what I'm saying? And then plan again to go. But that situation happened, and I just had to improvise from that point on. They did have testing at the airport, but I think I had to go the following day to actually go and get the test, because once again, said, oh yeah, it's at a certain time. No, they're not going to be here, so no, you're going to have to come back. And I was like, yo, dang, I was really salty, man. I was like, yo, that's salty, but it is what it is.
I know the feeling, man. Just the whole fact of like you're not in control, you don't know what's really going on and all that craziness. So, man, I'm glad that you made it out of there, because that's one of the videos I was looking. I'm like, oh man, he got caught up with this. Oh man, I hope you don't feel bad about Colombia after this.
So what happened? What happened afterwards when the true adventure began? The true journey of Nano State in Colombia began. That actually was worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you see the other videos where I'm meeting people as I'm going on, you know what I'm saying? From all walks of life, you know what I'm saying? Different parts of South America. And I was like, yo, dang, this is actually pretty cool. This blessing in disguise. You're like, gee, I got trapped over here, but I'm meeting mad people. You know what I'm saying? So it helped me to now fight or flight. So of course we have a tendency to be survivors. You know what I'm saying? So the survival instinct is like, all right, cool. I gotta communicate. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, I'm talking with some of the locals trying to get information. So here's this one thing, right? There was one time I got hit with the gringo prices, and I love it. I love that I got caught, because everything is a learning experience, right? Because on my own. So I'm here, around clock tower during the daytime, and I'm looking at the vendors. I'm scoping around, because once again, I feel a little uneasy, uncomfortable by myself. So, okay, Colombia, I'm thinking in the back of my head, someone's going to try to rob me or something like that. So I'm really posted up on the wall, keeping my eyes looking around and watching how the locals interact, so I can learn how to mimic what they're doing at the same time. So I seen one of the local women hit up one of the guys. She gave him, I think she gave him like 2 peso, because she wanted to get herself some jugo de naranja. I said, all right, cool, orange juice. I want some orange juice. Let me observe how this happens. Step back in the shadow, and I'm watching. I'm just observing how they interact. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I noticed, okay, she put the money. Okay, cool. That's how she pay it. That's how much it's going to cost. Cool. He gave them back. He gave her back some change. I didn't count how much that is. I'm just going to follow that notion. Let me go ahead. So I went ahead, tried to do the same thing that I noticed from what the locals was doing. So the dude takes my 2 peso and didn't give me back anything. I said, and I didn't want to argue, because once again, I'm not too familiar. So I said, oh, dang. In the back of my head, I said, dang, I have to take this L, because he knows that I'm a gringo. He just said he actually gave me the juice, but he didn't give me back no change. I said, dang, I got caught. It's fine. Went back to my corner, drank my juice. You know what I'm saying? Salty, drank my juice. But the thing that I learned was that you got to ask for prices.
Yeah.
So it's a learning experience. Like I said, the true adventure began right there. Said, okay, ask for prices so you can get a decent calculation, and then move forward from there.
Cool, man. Thanks so much for the story and for helping me out, because for some odd reason my PC took a dump. So the whole time I was trying to get this whole thing fixed. But I finally got it going, man.
Let's get it.
Yo, man. Thanks so much for that. But hold on a second here. I'm gonna bring this up so that we can have some videos. So this is the first video I'm gonna share. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio, because
the type of heat that is felt here.
Can you guys hear that? Hear the audio? Let me know if you can hear the audio. Yes or no?
The type of heat that is felt here in Cartagena is a real comfortable type of a heat. Granted, is the start of the morning. You can smell the humidity. You can smell that it is a travel. You can smell that is more of like a Caribbean type of vibe, because the scent is nostalgic to Mandeville, Jamaica.
I could definitely talk about that.
It's nostalgic, but
At what point was this? This was like before the whole ordeal. Was this after the whole ordeal?
So this was before. This is just my beginning observations. I'm like, wow, you wake up first thing in the morning and said, yo, it smells so familiar. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I've been to Jamaica definitely several times because, I have family. I said, yo, this smells so familiar. Like I'm back home. You know what I'm saying? It got the humidity. It said, dang, it reminds me of Mandeville, Jamaica. But Mandeville, Jamaica, it's nice. Like coming towards like when it comes to dusk and like evening time, it gets nice and cool. But during the day, it's like it gets humid and warm. So I said, dang, this is like it's like Mandeville. You know what I'm saying? It smells so familiar, but like in the back of my head, like, yeah, duh, Nate, you buy the Caribbean Sea,
Exactly.
so of course.
You know what I mean? Hey, I know the feeling. Hey, I'll tell you, whenever I'm in Cartagena, and I have the same feeling every other island location, places I've been to throughout the Caribbean. So you got that feel, you got that West Indian feel that you just love whenever you're out there, man. So when you feel it,
Right, 100%.
So I'm gonna jump to the next video here.
look at that. One thing that I noticed that there is a ton of delivery guys. I have to give big up to that because I used to be a delivery guy.
Yes, I used to be a delivery guy. That's one of my side hustles that I was doing for a hot minute. So like when I see delivery people, I give them big ups because I know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like in New York City, being a delivery guy, it's something else where you have to deal with pedestrians. You gotta deal with other cars, taxis trying to run you off the road, and then you hustling. So you gotta go at a certain time, certain speed. Maybe you'll get a tip. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I order from Rappi, I know what it's like because I've been in your shoes. So normally I always bless these guys if I order something from Rappi, which during quarantines, like during quarantines and lockdowns, I did use Rappi a lot, but I understand because I was in your shoes. So when I saw it, I was hyped. I said, "Oh snap!" And I'm like, "What is this Rappi thing, though?" That's when I said, "Oh, these are the delivery guys."
Rappy the stuff, boy. I love Rappy. Rappy, you can do anything with Rappy out there, man.
Anything.
Whatever you want, alcohol, man. Groceries.
Anything. Even I was making this joke. I went back and I was telling my friend, I said, "Yo, you can even get cash from Rappi." But would I ever do it? I don't think I'll ever do that. Like, say if I'm pulling out 100 mil, like 1 mil pesos, and I'm pulling that out. Nah, bro, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, I ain't gonna knock anybody who does it. But it seemed like a good clutch situation if you can't go to an ATM.
Exactly, and I like messing with them because especially during those curfews, is that sometimes Uber Eats is act up, and of course now with Uber Eats you really can't use Uber in Colombia with a lot of restrictions. So and I think that they X'd out Uber Eats all in total. But I like using Rappi because how it doesn't matter how late at night, you could definitely depend on them to get your food no matter what. Just like I was telling people, I was just in the DR a couple of weeks ago, and everything was total lockdown when the curfew went into effect. No restaurants, nothing was open. But I love the fact that with Rappi, you still gonna get some food delivered to you no matter what.
100%. I was definitely using Rappi when it came to buying groceries because there's some times I wanted to cook. Here's the thing, right? When I travel, I normally every time I travel, ask Nate this. Yo, Nate, you got jerk sauce on you? I said, yeah, I'm going to have some jerk sauce on me because it's a Jamaican thing. If I want to throw down and cook, I want to throw down and cook. So sometimes in Rappi, I'm just ordering like produce too. And like either I'm getting like some vegetables, chimpañones, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting the spinach, I'm getting the spinach, and I'm getting like tomatoes and stuff. So yo, they don't got callaloo over here, so I want to make my bootleg version of callaloo over here, and then I'm gonna make myself some jerk chicken and just cook. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the mood for that because sometimes I just miss it. So that's why I carry the jerk sauce with me.
Nice. I like that. And where were you staying at here? When you were doing this video, which hotel was it? A hotel or Airbnb?
No, this was actually Boca Grande Mall.
Oh, okay.
This was outside Boca Grande Mall, and I said, "Yo, this is a dope view." I think this was the second floor. Might be either second or third floor, and I just went out to that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Oh, yeah. This is one I was watching on your channel, but I'm going to let this one play out because I want to play them on your channel, to tell you the truth. I like what happened at the end of that one video with the hat. But I guess if you're going to, what were we going to at this point?
So this is Isla de Teria Bomba. That is that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is, man. The only thing is, just like any other place, you got the begging, well, not the begging, but you got the people trying to have services for you, foot, back massages and everything. They, constantly in your face trying to get that out of you, man. But yo, it's nice out there. It's beautiful. I like that. I like that place, man. How long did you spend out there? How much time?
For there, that was I think it was half the day. Because I think around 5 p.m. their time, they was bringing people back. Because, in Colombia, it gets dark relatively fast. So I think 5 o'clock was that point where people was heading back out. And then I was there from, I think, noon. So, that part of the day.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to jump up. I think we got more videos of you being out there.
Yeah. It's on my way there. So homegirl was with me, and I asked her, so, yo, can you find out the prices for me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm so we was able to get ourselves a decent deal because most of the other people at the time, they were charging, they was haggling us. So some people wanted 30 mil, 40 mil, but these guys was like, yo, 20 mil is no problem. I said, all right, let's go with these guys.
All right, cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know that it's not so expensive out there, just to get out there, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
We when I went out there, I actually got a chauffeur, a car to take us out there, and then it included the actual boat ride to get out there, and then they gave us I think it was free meal too. At the same time, they gave us like vouchers or something, but they made sure to provide that for me, but. And I like going out there, man. That's a good spot. For those of you that haven't been out there, go out there, check it out.
Go out there, check it out, man. I say, I have this on my website too. Some rules to keep in mind. Make sure you're not going there on a Sunday, because if you don't like to be packed with a lot of people that's gonna with services you want to buy this or stuff. Avoid Sundays, because Sundays is real. The beach is very packed, and you actually ain't going to get any spot. And if you sit by the cabanas, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. That's one thing to really keep in mind. So I am echoing hard then.
Yeah.
So that is one. Let me check.
So let me go through some of these. So Reluctant Navi said, yeah, man, T-Mobile was the best. Yeah, man, I tell you, man. The sad thing is I used to clown T-Mobile a lot, being here in the States and everything. And then once I started traveling international, I had to make the switch, and I've been, dealing with T-Mobile for, I think, 10 years now or so. So they're great internationally, and of course, T-Mobile, they bought Sprint. So T-Mobile and Sprint, they're all together as one, as one company. So it was hard for me to leave Sprint, man. I was with them for 10 years as well, but I had to make that decision to leave, unfortunately, so yeah, saying for international plans. Yep. So also everybody was saying that the echo was pretty bad.
How's the echo now?
Hopefully it's better.
Do I sound at least good, or what's up?
Yeah, let somebody reply, say something. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, let us know.
So someone, Lakers, I think Lakers DV626 is, how are things in Cartagena right now with the curfews going there next week? Should I cancel? You know what? Right now, from what I've seen, I haven't seen anything that's going on in Cartagena. This past week they didn't release any information, so I've been going through everything. There's one article that I did find, and it seemed like they continue on the same curfew that they had the week before, but it wasn't worth mentioning. So it looks like they're starting to roll back a lot of these curfews, especially in Cartagena and in Medellin. So yeah, let's stay tuned. Probably later on today, we may get some news about if they're going to release anything for Cartagena. I know right now, my boy, he's down there in Cartagena, and he looks like he's having a ball right now. So I wouldn't cancel at this point. I'll just, just roll with it. Enjoy yourself. Make the best out of it because there is so much that still you could do and enjoy yourself in Cartagena. Don't let the curfew try to, hold you back and stop you from what you want to achieve and so forth. So yeah. Oh, it looks like that the echo is gone.
More echo? All right, cool.
I want to reverb.
All right.
Cool. So I'm gonna move on to the next video. Let's see what else is.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's still going there from a different angle. 100% different angle. I'm there recording. I said, "Yo, dang, let's get this."
So what you use? What equipment do you use? Because I noticed that it doesn't look like you have a DJI GoPro. I look like you're using like a 360 camera or something.
So yeah, here we go. Like I got everything next to me too. So this is my camera, right? This is the Insta360 1R. I like this camera for the mere fact that it's modular, right? It's modular, battery based. You know what I'm saying? Module meaning that you can detach and replace and put a different module as you want. So this is the main battery. This is the main pretty much the main control system that you want to do everything that you want. And then you add your modules as you go. This is my 360 mod. I got myself a 1-inch mod that does 5.3K at 25 frames per second. And then 4K 50 frames per second. Like they just released an update where now you can like seamlessly do like 50 frames per second 4K. Before it was 30 frames per second, and you can get as low as 20, 24 frames per second. But it's up to you as a creator what you want to do. I don't have my 1-inch mod nearby though, but I definitely had this because I like this camera. I was using that, and then I was using my phone. So those are my gear.
Okay, so that's what you use for your main camera and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, because I like a lot of your video images that you have. Is really nice. Yeah, I actually started off for me. For those of you that know, I've started off with a GoPro, and then from the GoPro, I graduated to to a Canon M50. Then I bought another Canon M6 Mark II. So I've just been going, just been upgrading as the years or as the time been going on. So man, it becomes to be an expensive side gig that I do. So many words.
Yeah. Especially if you like tech, it's going to add up. Because now I'm thinking about getting some other mods too. But I'm like, I got to calm down. I'm having too much fun over here.
Well, I swear, last year I spent about $10,000 worth of money on equipment alone. I was looking at it with my taxes like, whoa.
Dang, son.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, I didn't know I spent that much. Like, oh man. That was crazy. But nonetheless, yeah, let me go ahead and maybe we got someone else. So Lakers, you said he's going in going 11 days. So yeah, enjoy yourself, man.
Yo, enjoy yourself.
You have a good time no matter what. It's Colombia. You have a good time. Then we have Alexander. He's saying, thanks, my brother, for the information. No problem, man. That's what we're here for. We're here to help out other travelers. Making sure you guys are, able to go out there and have a good time safely, and make sure you guys can make it back as well. So. That's why I try to provide as much information, especially in your state. That's the same thing as well. Try to make sure that you guys will be able to get out there, have a good time, and make it back. So let's check out the next video.
Cool. Yeah, this one.
So what's going on here?
So it's funny, like, remember how I said, like, now when I listen, I can understand? I can understand. So she is pretty much talking with the driver that, hey, we want to go in front of the Cartagena sign, which is what you see as my banner. We trying to coordinate with that. Say, hey, can you take us over there? Because I really couldn't find that on the map. Once again, I'm like, if it's something I can't find, I'm going to talk about it and just report it. Say, hey, this is the Cartagena sign. That's like the main postcard for everybody. Like, okay, take a picture, the "Wish You Were Here" sign. So that's where we was heading. I said, yo, I see this, but I want to go.
I didn't even know they had a "Wish You Were Here" sign there.
No, it's the sign that you see.
Just the
main Cartagena sign. Yeah. It's like, in a way, it's like "Wish You Were Here" type of thing. That's what I say.
Yeah,
I call it "Wish You Were Here."
Yeah, every country, every city I go to, I try to take a picture with that and of that. So I'm right there with you from all the countries I've been to. I always look for that, no matter what.
100%.
Let's check out the next video. Here we go. Where were you
I like
here?
this place. I'm definitely hit this place back up. El Mugel Restaurante. This place specializes heavy on seafood, right? And I love seafood, man. I love seafood. So like the whole menu is seafood, and like one of the raiders that I had was really cool. You know, I slipped him something beside. I said, "Yo, brother, thanks." Like, you know, play it off. Say, "Yo, brother, thanks." I had the cashier, and I just, you know, hooked hands with him, and then you know, make sure he rubbed it off and take it. Like, said, "Yo, for real." Like, service was good. The food was amazing. The views were beautiful. Of course, there was like a lot of gringos there as well, but you got a nice view of the beach, and it was just a good vibe. They got good music over here, and I said, "Yo, I'm feeling this place. I'm really feeling it."
Nice. Like that. Yeah, keep on moving here.
Once again, I just had to take video footage of going down Cartagena through Boca Grande. So going towards the beach. So I said, let me just get that.
Yeah, I like that you had to stand up the cab, you know.
Yo, giving mad papaya, son. Giving mad papaya. I'm like, yo, if anybody can like swoop, but I mean, I was very fortunate. Got the footage, and I'm fortunate. Lift yourself up. So this, I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? This is at my Airbnb, and didn't really do like a main tour, but I'll just show you where I'm at. I'm talking about, hey, yeah, I'm at my Airbnb, got a good setup. It's gonna be a great weekend. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And it was nice, cool, comfortable. I had no complaints over there.
Nice. And I got one last one until.
Yeah, the other one didn't come up. So this pretty much time lapse of what goes on when you're in Boca Grande Beach, which is, my opinion, is very unattractive. You get hit up by mad heads over here, like, geez Louise. So I'm there getting ready to go hop into the beach, but like as I'm like sitting there, even getting changed, guys is approaching you like, hey amigo, you need something? No, gracias. You need something? Like they are very persistent, and like it's as if they don't take no. And you don't want to be super aggressive, like, yo, get off my back, you know, this type of thing. But I understand, like, especially in my later videos when I went to a club with the group, I'm like, you know what? They still gonna heckle me, like, regardless. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and like, just came to the consensus that this is the way how they make their living. And though it is super annoying, it is what it is. People, like, times is hard, and going through the whole pandemic too, it's like, oh man, I can understand, but jeez, I'm not the one today. And I just went to the beach, and they were, oh my gosh, they were following me towards the beach too while I was swimming. I said, nah, I feel uncomfortable, because at this point I was with a bigger group, so I was with Shorty and then some of her friends, which they didn't want to be recorded, so it's cool. So I shift the camera this way, but it was just back to back. I'm like, geez, can I like get a break?
Yeah, because you know, during this time, this was like after they just opened up from the lockdown, and then they just had the holiday. That was the whole Christmas season that was going on into January, and of course, January they have other holidays as well. So you know, they were trying to get paid, man.
100%.
And I'm gonna jump off of this one. I want to show this one video I was looking at, And was it this one? Yeah. So it was this one here.
Oh yeah, you like this one.
Yeah.
So
So I went.
that was yo, I dubbed that the world's greatest catch, man. That was so dope.
Yeah. I would play that because I was like, how you even get that? I was like, whoa, hold on a second here. Hold on.
I was hyped, son. Like so, the person who caught it, I believe that's Sam, right? So we had one gentleman that was really partying hard. This is Casa en la Agua, Casa en el Agua, and then from there they had the tours, like the island tour that went after it. So it was great. Of course, I recorded all 2 hours or an hour. I think a whole hour of it, and I put that whole 360 video for anybody to see. Say, yo, this is amazing, something that you gotta see. So I think the guy was partying still hard. I understand, like, yo, we on like the hostile island, private island, pretty dope. A lot of tourists go here, and he was just partying though. Even sometimes when like people were like, all right, we drained. My guy was still partying. So this is what happened now. I was kind of getting people hyped up. Like every time when the engine was going, I was like, yes, getting all hyped. So I think he just took it like further, and then there was one time when we got the engine going, we started revving, and he was just excited, like yeah, and he was just dancing, and then his hat flew off, and nobody was like, people were like really was out of like, we weren't really paying attention, and Sam right there, he was looking, like not looking at him, but he was like distracted or something. So when that happened, my guy's reflexes just clicked in like this, and he was like. He caught that. I was like, oh, like that was clutch. That was so clutch. I'm like, yo, dang, because my guy would have lost his hat. Like, being a little happy and extra excited. I understand. Cool. We excited too. We tired. But, yo, Sam caught that. I was like, yo, dang, I'm dubbing that the world's greatest catch. And I'm going to put that on Instagram. I made sure I put that quite a few times too. That, like, yo, this was very dope.
Exactly.
Highlight of my whole trip.
Just to get that on video, I was like, whoa, you know. So we got the lonely banter. He has the question. He asks, was the water hot in the Airbnb that you stayed at?
It was warm. The Airbnb that I was at, it was warm. It wasn't like drastically super hot, but it was warm. Because remember, Cartagena is warm too, so I guess there wasn't no incentive to like really have. That's what I was from. There's no incentive to really have super hot water, but it was warm. They had the warm water there.
Man, yeah, because you got the humidity in Cartagena, man. That alone is like, oh man. I used to wake up in the morning because we have the AC going on at nighttime, and basically you see like the windows all fogged up and everything, when you wake up in the morning.
100%.
From all that damn humidity.
100%.
So also, go ahead.
Is there anything happening due to lockdown? I was going to say, even though lockdown was going on, the hotel that was right across the street from my Airbnb, they didn't really care. I heard them. They were partying like way past the hours, even up till 4 a.m. I heard them going on. So it really depends on where you go. You know what I'm saying? There's some people, like, if you know where you at, if you're in a hotel or some people around, parties still go on regardless of this lockdown. Which is why, like, if you look at my videos, and even in nighttime, it seems like there really wasn't no lockdown. There really wasn't no lockdown. People were still out and about. Everybody was still chilling, having fun. That's from my experience.
Yeah, that's one thing I always tell people. Like, whenever these lockdowns and curfews are going on, I always tell them, like, look, as long as you know people, if you've been there a couple of times, you kind of know what you could do and how to, move around, whatever. Because, if you're new there, that's what becomes a problem because you don't know too many people, too many spots and things to do. But if you you've been there a couple of times, you kind of know what to do. Because Colombian people, man, they love the party no matter what. They don't even care about the curfews or lockdown. They still be doing their thing.
100%.
Exactly. It's just that the clubs be locked down, be closed. That's the only thing. The club discos be closed, but they be having their own discos and everything. And of course, I'm sure you guys seen the news of people getting caught up because they had them little little greet and meets or parties in certain locations. The police come out and raid the place, whatever. So that's all going on, no matter what. Let's see what else here. So someone he's asked, Robert asks, how do I party correctly in Cartagena, Colombia? Yo, man. Currently right now, I think that we gotta double check to see what's going on with the curfews, but Wall City, that's where you want to be at, to go party, to get it in and have a good time, or just like what Nate in your state was saying, you gotta find people, things that's going on, so you can have a good time, But from what it looks like, from what it appears that these curfews are starting to roll back, from what it appears. But I'm waiting today, tomorrow to see what are the new updates, if they release anything or so, which I hope they don't, and things are just, will just be as it is. So Red Pill brother says he's there, man. Hey, man, let us know what's going on, man. Since you're right there right now, give us some information.
100%.
Yeah. And then here we got Robert again. If me and my bud are going and this is our first time, what advice do you got? Man, I think I just went over most of them, but the wall in Cartagena is all about the Wall City. Talk to people, get in touch with as many people as you can, while you're there. Talk to taxi drivers too. They will let you know what's going on. Even if you have to tip them a little extra, they will tell you what's going on, what you could do. I'm not sure if you have anything else, Nate.
Make sure somebody in your group knows some type of Spanish. That will help you a long way. 100%. Make friends, as what was mentioned earlier. Definitely talk to the locals. You know what I'm saying? If you can, make friends. For me, most of my intel I got was from hostels. So I went to hostels because people are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn about Exito until I went to the hostel, and then the video that you seen with me and the Argentinian girl, Karen, I didn't know about that. I'm like, yo, how am I going to make something stretch? And she's like, oh, let's go to Exito, let's get some stuff. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you can get this. Oh. Mind blown.
Exito is the shit, man. I go there all the time, man, with my wife, and we be buying everything up. You know what I mean? That's like what can I compare it to? That's like man.
I compare it, depending on where you go, I compare it to like Target, Walmart, but more so possibly Target, I'd say.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah, you know what? I think Walmart, more so Walmart, when they have the groceries, those big Walmarts, whatever, because you even got those smaller Exitos that don't even have groceries, or they just have just electronics and just regular stuff.
Right.
So or your alcohol, of course, that's where you go to purchase them. So let's take a look at this one last little bit of the video, because there was a shot that I like when you're walking on the beach. Yeah, man, that was nice, man. I definitely like that. And of course, you guys don't forget to check out Nate in your state. Make sure you subscribe to his page, man. He's out here. He's another YouTuber, that's trying to do his thing, man. Let us help him out. Subscribe, check out his information. He has a lot of detailed stuff. So check out, this is his actual channel right here. I'm actually gonna drop the link here for you guys. Go ahead and grab it here.
Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys, help the brother out. He needs to get some more subscribers, man. Good brother here. Spend some time with us. There we go. So this is the link. So go ahead, jump in there, help him out. He's been all over. He got his food tours. He got his Colombian tours and everything. So, man, check him out. So with all that, man, when is your next trip back to Colombia again?
Yo, I'm thinking, cause when the protests hit, that's when I came back over here. So I was like, dang, I need to really chill, like see, like support, but kind of see how things are going from the other end. So I don't know. I kind of like arbitrarily said, all right, probably July I'll go back out there, but who knows what's going on. So I'm still just watching.
Okay, cool. You know, so well, since you dealt with, since you had a guy, a woman, guy, and everything, what's your take on the women there and the culture and how they treat you?
All right, so it's a little tricky when it comes to Cartagena because I didn't get to see so much locals, right? Because when it comes to Cartagena, a lot because it's such a tourist destination. You know, you got the Americans coming, you got the Europeans coming. Everybody is really coming to Cartagena. You got other people coming from like domestically in Colombia from other cities and other pueblos, other towns are coming over there too. So it's like when it comes to like finding like I guess a woman or like friends or whatever, I haven't really found any like locals. Like some people that like let's say if I'm on an app and I'm like trying to see what locals are there, you gotta be careful because sometimes if you want a relationship, my opinion, I don't know if Cartagena might be the spot because chances are people are there for business, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that you probably might see online are for business, and then probably they're right for you from somewhere else, or you know they'll try to finesse you. I'm not really, I can't really knock people's hustle. People got to do what they got to do to live and survive, just as long as you don't screw somebody over. Like you know some of the stories that we hear. Um, I noticed that I believe some of them got or they have like nice brown skin. Like if you actually do find the locals, definitely got the nice brown tan skin. Some that I've seen got nice golden hair too. That complements them. And a lot of them are shorter than, of course, shorter than American women. But the good thing about it is that they really do take care of themselves. That was one thing that I was surprised when I went over there. I said, wow, this is they take care of themselves to a point that you know. I look if you look at my videos, I got some weight on me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I ain't shy about it. I put that there on purpose because I want that encourages like seeing Colombia encourages me to like you know lose weight, get myself better, so I can like you know like cool confidence is there too. Like I can enjoy myself a little better because you know I don't want to be looked at as a typical gringo. Say, dang, gringos are overweight. This is what we hear about America. So nah, let me go take care of myself. Like you guys are taking care of yourself. I got too complacent in the States because everybody that's like New York, America is a food country anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's why our obesity rates are kind of high, and you know a lot of like issues kind of happen to us. We tend to take that for granted. First world issues, right? First world issues, whole lot of food and all of that. And then you go over there and you see them and say, dang, they take care of themselves. And not only that, hot climate, they walking around, you are going to lose weight too. So that's what I've noticed, especially when I was strictly solo and I was out there looking, trying to peep game. I said, oh snap, they take care of themselves. They have nice shapes. And it's really attractive. So now I understand. Now I'm really understand what the brothers are saying out there. I said, wow, it's legit. It's legit. They fine. 100% they fine. They take care of themselves. Like if you want, it's not like they throw themselves at you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta still like run game like as you are in the States too. Like you ain't gonna like think because you're a gringo, like oh you're a foreigner that they're gonna be over you. Like look, learn some Spanish. You know, learn how to flirt in Spanish, which will help you as well. Like, because then if you can be funny, you can be funny. Like yo, look, I wasn't even looking for shorties, but even me just flirting around speaking Spanish actually helped. Like you know, get yourself a little confidence. Like, yeah, Spanish will take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? And me, my Spanish ain't the greatest, but it'll take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? So
they respect the fact that whenever you show that you're actually trying. You know, you took the initiative to even try to learn a language, and they appreciate that. And that's one thing I like about this, especially when you're talking to a lot of women out there. You know, and then when they, of course, you know, when they start hearing that, you know, your Spanish is starting to get really good, they start loving that. You know what I mean? They will sit there and talk you to death.
yeah.
You know,
they'll still engage. Like even if your Spanish is weak, I like to say weak Spanish, they'll still engage in conversation. Like you got to talk. Like dang, I don't know. Like my Spanish is bad, but hey, I'll just keep on going, keep the conversation. So one of the funniest things, right? Because at the hostel I was at, right, I was talking to one of the hosts at the front. Martha, I think. And I was like, I always make this is my joke. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you want to say, oh no, said, oh, yeah, like they were like, oh, tú conoces español, like tú sabes, like, I'm like, oh no entiendo español, like, oh, sí, entiendo mucho, like, entiendes mucho, I'm like, no entiendo, like, no entiendo nada, like, I don't understand nothing, and then they'll point this out to me, like, they say, like, mira, like either we had a conversation, estamos conversación para like un hora now. We had a conversation for an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, we had a conversation for about an hour. I guess I have some. even if your Spanish is bad, what I like about it is that they encourage you, right? They're very encouraging. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they'll tell you that you're terrible, but
the thing
they're
is,
very encouraging people, and that's what I kind of like.
Exactly. Funny thing is, like, I still use that no entiendo nada with my girl there. Whenever she gets pissed off, I be pulling that card all the time. Yeah, she knows I'll be understanding, but I just be on some bull BS. You know, I'm like, I ain't trying to talk, I ain't trying to argue with you. That's just be the thing about it. But yo, man, what's your preference out there in Cartagena, or just in general of a Colombiana? And also, I want to pull a video also from that one video that we were looking at. I think that the girls that you were talking about, they were actually in your video. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I want to share that the ones that you were talking about that you messed with. But in the meantime, while I pull that up, what's your preference?
Me, I 100%. I like to keep things Afro size. Like I like my black woman 100%. But normally I just don't. I don't really. How do I say? I'm not really biased. You know what I'm saying? I like really communicating to any type of woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, just if she's attractive, really takes care of herself, has like the pretty much feminine essence that I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter to me as long as you have like good qualities, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to, hustle a brother, but you real genuine. I like that. That's how it comes with me. Like, generally speaking, of course, I want my Afro Latinas 100%. I would like to keep it black, but there's sometimes because I'm not really judgy. I'm like, yo, dang, this she's a nice woman. That's what's up. I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Nice. Good to know, man. Yo, I put up this video. So is it this video? I think because I was going through all your videos and I totally lost which one was it. I'm not sure if it's in this video or was it in the other video that I was playing that actually had two girls.
So the one that has two girls, they're cool peoples. The Brazilians that I met at this hostel. That's the episode making more friends, right?
Let me go back to that
we're
one.
just pretty much with that. We're just having a conversation, and they're from then they spoke English. That of course, predominantly Portuguese. But from the way how they communicate, I'm sure that there is. I believe they said that there's like a language that Portuguese that use to communicate with Spanish people. So that's how they're saying that they was getting by. And I was learning a lot from them too. You know what I'm saying? One good thing that I've learned, of course, I don't have all the footage, is that within the hostel, right? I've met somebody there that is she says she was from Cali, and one thing that I've noticed is that they're very curious, right? They want to know why you're here, like what's this all about, like they want to know about you. You know what I'm saying? For me, at first, I wasn't really too like why you want to know so much, why you, but not realize it's part of culture, especially if you're from somewhere else, and like why did you choose here out of everywhere else? They're curious, they want to know, and like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn a lot from the culture that way. It's like yeah, I'm here because like I just needed a break, and I said, oh, a break? Are you like one of the persons that come here for clock tower girls or something like that? If you want some of the women of the night, no, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, learn the culture, learn people. That's pretty much my whole personality. I'm chilling. That's how I meet some of these people here. Like I meet Karen, and then I meet Anna and Paulina. Like I meet them because I'm just chilling, being myself. You know what I'm saying? I I ain't like, oh snap, I'm thirsty. Oh my gosh, I need some water. But like I'm just being myself, and I'm like, oh yeah. They said, oh, we're hanging out. We yeah, you want to come hang out? I said, hey, whatever. Let's go. Like, let's go hang out. Let's go get some food. Like, we want like what you think guys think? And said, oh, never tried this spot before. So yeah, let's go. Whatever. But yo, this was dope. This was definitely dope.
So right here in this video, this is them. I'm not sure we're gonna get a view. That's them.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna let it play out. Unless
got it. You think, well, my order? I'm like, yeah, that place is looking
nice. You're looking nice. You're resilient, man. Definitely like that. There we go.
This is the first time.
It was definitely good to really check for them and get things on their perspective too, because they put me on limonade de coco. You know what I'm saying? They put me on limonade de coco, and I was like, yo, dang, man, I'm learning a lot from this trip.
Man, yo, yeah, you gotta have that, man. That's good. Oh man. Yeah, man, I'll be drinking that a lot, man. It's so damn sweet.
This is awesome.
Yeah, they said they have this all the time, but I'm like, yo, I've never had this. But like pretty much when we was really like talking like off camera before we even all decided to hang out, it was like, yeah, we're from Brazil, things are tough, they got time, so we're like hang out, but they're like independent women, like to a point, like they didn't really want me to like pay. Like I was like, yo, I got y'all, like. They the point that they felt friendly if I was going to pay. I'm like, yo, dang, like it's okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I invited y'all out. I'm like, yo, let me get y'all on the phone. And I was like, nah. They're like, no, we got this. I guess they didn't want to feel in debt or anything, or they owed me something. I don't know, but I just, me just taking it as I want to do a good gesture. You guys were cool. I got y'all. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're still cool. We're still cool peoples.
Nice. So we got Robert. Got a question. He said, "Any tips for a white guy going there?"
Yeah, I got. Can I jump in first? I got it. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out there with tank tops, shorts, and slippers and sandals. You know what I'm saying? You get snuffed out real fast. I seen that also, like a lot. Like, yo, put those up, man. Wear even if it's hot, wear them jeans. Yeah. Right? Even if it's hot, wear like a polo or something with buttons. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out there looking like you just came out like one of them super tourist like location. Don't be doing that stuff. Don't get yourself got.
Yep, we do the same thing, man. We even in Medellin, man. We tell them, yo, we tell everybody. You see the shirt that I'm wearing right now. This is probably about the most. Like, this is what I wear whenever I go out to Colombia. I try to keep the load down, and I try not to have any eyes on me at all. I try to blend in as much as I can. So you definitely can, like, and I'll definitely tell you the jeans, what you call it, besides the polo, but a button up as well, because that's what you see most of the men are wearing out there. Most of them. Yep. So if you wear that, you will be okay. You know what I mean? Of course, pay attention to the way that they walk. It's very important because if you got to emulate, because we have a different type of way of walking, especially here in the United States. But if you go out there, you got to pay attention to how they walk. As long as you try to walk the same way they do, you'll be good. And of course, and jewelry, don't wear any jewelry. The most jewelry you'll wear is maybe a watch, and wear something like cheap as, like, let's say maybe a fossil or something like that. You know what I mean? So, don't wear something very blinged out or so. So those are some of the tips I could definitely tell you, that, hey, protect yourself. And also, one of the things I could say, use Uber if you can at all costs. It'll save you money. Taxis, make sure you learn Spanish. Make sure you know Spanish, because, if you know Spanish, they won't try to hit you with the gringo prices, with the gringo stuff. So, make sure your Spanish is pretty good. And if you could work with someone beforehand, as far as try to get that accent in, that would help you out as well. Because even though you can speak Spanish, like, oh, you're not from here, so I can still charge you, a gringo price. So also, if you can, find a pipeline, find a girl if you want to, that you could kick it with throughout the time of you being there, or at least for a certain amount of time, and she'll, take care of you and she will take you around and take you to different places, and she'll negotiate everything for you. So that's another thing you could do to avoid paying the gringo prices. So a lot of times, I'm not gonna say, whenever I travel with my girl, my wife, and everything, especially in Colombia, I even, although I could speak Spanish, but I don't say nothing because I let her talk. I let her do the talking, because as soon as they hear her with the accent, they're not going to try to get me for a lot of certain things or so. And especially certain situations, places I'm at, although I can speak Spanish, but I'm not going to open my mouth, because I know that there's certain places that they can hear the accent and they're like, oh, something, I might be able to get this guy because of the fact that he can speak Spanish, but he's not from here. So a lot of times in certain places, I just don't say nothing. So, depending where I'm at. So those are some of the things I could definitely say, on the walk.
I was also going to point this out too. Like if you know how to say what's up in the language, you know what I'm saying? Like a quick innuendo, that kind of like takes you far. I know every country, or Latin American country, every country got their own way of saying what's up. You know what I'm saying? New York be like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? And other places, I've been hearing this phrase. I've been hearing buenas. You know what I'm saying? When people interact with each other. So as like a good morning or so, I said, oh, buenas. You didn't think you want to hide that from me? Like, all right, cool.
Yep.
So I watch and like, okay, buenas. You know what I'm saying? And then also be careful with your eye contact too. This goes for everybody too. Like if you feel that someone is eyeing you down, right? I know in especially like I'm from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we mean mug and we lock the eye contact, let you know that you know this other person. But what Colombia, you just really can't tell. Like they'll do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know how they'll react. So sometimes I kind of like leave the hood back home and just be as pleasant and friendly as possible. That's another thing for everybody. Be as friendly as you can. Not to say that you're being like a punk and you soft and wimp, but be friendly and courteous as possible. So like if you see someone that's staring at you and you feel like you want to do a mean mug, just look back at them. Make sure you acknowledge that you lock eyes with them and like, hey, like good morning, and then you keep it moving. Don't like stare at them and then keep it moving. But you want to you want to look at them and acknowledge that you see them, and then like buenas or buenos dias, like, or however you want to greet the person. But I know buenas actually helps. Buenas, like you lock eyes, give a smile, buenas, keep it moving. Cómo está or cómo está usted? How you doing? And you keep moving from that point on, because you just want to be one. If they have malicious intentions, by you looking at them and saying hello, you kind of like slice some of that malicious intent like in half, because then you acknowledge that they acknowledge you, right? Hey, I see that you see me. I'm saying hello. You know what I'm saying? Buenas, keep it moving, and walk with purpose, like you know where you're going.
Yep. And also one of the slang words you could use for like what up is que más. Que más.
Que más. I hear that a lot too. 100%.
So those are the people that are, that are not, fully, I wouldn't say educated, but they're like, the streets people, it's always que más. You know what I mean? That's what they usually say. So that's just a little street slang you can use in Colombia to help you out. So, but man, we went past an hour. So, I gotta have you back on here so we can finish up, of your next trip or anything else that you wanna touch on. Especially, I didn't even get a chance to bring up the whole thing about the whole Luigi situation you got going on over there in your background with the hat. You got the Pikachu and everything, representing for the gamers.
I'm a gamer. I'll just say this too. Mainly, if you look at my channel, there's a lot of hidden video game elements into it, because shout out to the fighting game community and shout out to the Smash Bros community, because once again, that's where I started before I even do food and travel. I was doing like, especially to my thumbnails, you look at the way how I threw my 360 videos. My brother, my best friend, would be like, "Yo, I got some Super Mario vibe." I'm like, "Yeah, you like that, right? You like how I do that 360 stuff over going on." And especially in like the video what I'm talking about in Gethsemane, and I have like a little snippet where I have like choose your difficulty. That's normally a video game element too. And I plan on trying to do some more things. I'm not sure, but that's the way how I flex my creativity and like the way how I do my videos.
Nice. Definitely appreciate all that stuff, man. So I definitely gotta have you back on again, so we could touch on more other things and so forth and everything from all your other travels and everything. Because since you talked about Italy and some of those other places, I gotta get some more information on that, man. I gotta get you back on. You know what I mean? Even it's not even solo, man. I like for my channel, I want people to at least have the opportunity to take a look, to at least check out other countries, and I want, more people to give out more other things, besides, just Colombia, than this just a DR, Mexico or Brazil or whatever.
100%.
So I'm trying to get people, all of us travel, the people in travel communities, go out, enjoy the world, conquer the world, man. We got there's so many places we could go to, that our passports, that is allowed to go to. So it's like, take advantage of it. So, and of course, for me, I love history, man. So that's why I want to get your take on Italy as well, man. I was supposed to go to Rome, but it just didn't happen. So I ended up going to Barcelona. But nonetheless, a little selfish there.
I got you.
So, but once again, man, this your boy. Give it up for Nate, man. Give it up for Nate in your stay for being here with us. Enjoy it. Thanks so much for being here, man. And, once again, boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. And of course, we'll be back again next Saturday with another video, another, sensational Saturday. Actually, I'm gonna have another guest back here. So, just check us out. We got some updates for you and so forth. And we're gonna do some things on the side. We're gonna get Nate back in here another one of these weekends and so forth. So, appreciate the time, man. So once again, Solo Traveler, thanks again. And you know what? We're out of here. And